Hello again, people. I'm in sunny, all of Turkey's sunny at the moment, but I've arrived in Fethiye, one of my last destinations in Turkey. No longer in Kaş, but this video will be for the Kaş video. I just wanted to do a little bit of an intro to the video you're about to watch because it was quite impulsive and I didn't give much of the background. Basically, the reason that I did the climb up the mountain, etc., in Kaş. Kaş is one of the beautiful destinations on the Mediterranean in Turkey, but comparing it to something like Antalya or even Fethiye, they're much bigger cities, so it's sort of more similar to like a Noosa type of deal, or even a Byron Bay, where there's not a huge amount of accommodation and it's for quite affluent tourists from all over the globe. So there's limited accommodation and it's hotels and they're all quite pricey. I still wanted to go, so it was in combination with that, as well as the fact that I camped out on top of that bloke's roof in Sunny Lurfa. I used some couch cushions, or a couch cushion for a bed on top of his roof, and I found it to be quite an easy sleep. So I thought, why don't I do a bit of research? I found in Antalya, I found like a camping mat as well as a painting drop sheet, and I had my travel pillow, and I just thought, you know what, why not? You know, that's sort of the impetus of it. I arrived in Kaş later in the afternoon, so basically didn't do much research, but once I got off the bus, I thought there should be some sort of greenery or some bush that I could come across and just lay down this mat and lay down the tarp and have a sleep. Once I arrived, I realised the Kaş was right on the water, built up a hill onto a highway, so that was quite just accommodation and shops. And then behind that was a steep mountain. There's actually part of the Lycian Way, which is what some tourists do, which is, or like more travellers, I guess, which is like a long walk between various cities on the Mediterranean down on the Turkish coast. So I ticked that box, did a little bit of that, obviously, but yeah, basically that was it. Found the mountain, going, okay, righto, looked at Maps.me, found that there's caves on that mountain that you can actually camp in. That was really all I researched when I arrived in Kaş, and so I got all my bags and I just started making my way up there. There is a little clip in the middle of the video where it sort of 2 times speeds itself, which I unfortunately didn't realise, or maybe 5 times. Basically what I'm explaining in that video is, once I started the Lycian Way track to head up to these caves, I immediately made a wrong turn because there was about 6 different tracks that you could have walked on and they all look very similar. So I started walking up one and then I realised it was not on the right track, but I sort of continued anyway. Maybe I should have turned back. I just wanted to get up the mountain. I was sort of in a rush at this point, I guess. Ended up crawling, like I had my backpack on all my gear, which is probably about maybe 10 kilos or 12 kilos, but it was hot, so I was sort of trotting up the hill, up this mountain, not on a track, like going past bushes and crawling and getting stuck under trees. The mountain was quite steep, and it also had lots of sort of rocks and dirt, so you're sort of constantly slipping and using bushes to sort of pull myself up. I don't know if you can still hear me, it is a bit loud, but after about 45 minutes to maybe just under an hour on this non-track up the hill with all my gear, I was sort of getting quite fed up, so I was getting actually ready to go. Like, I guess the problem there, also the benefit, was that I had no other options. I had to stay the night there, so I was starting to look at where there's flattish surfaces on this mountainside, but it was also steep. I was like, I've got to keep going. So kept walking up. Thankfully, after about an hour, I finally came across the track again, which was so nice. And then the rest of the walk was okay. You'll see in the video. And then I arrived in the beautiful cave. The sleep was definitely pretty rough, but I am glad I did it. And yeah, it was good fun. So that's basically it. But yeah, enjoy. We are back. Steep. We're in Cash. Got a bus from Antalya. Beautiful city, and sort of probably the most beautiful destination on the Mediterranean so far that I've seen. Beautiful blue water, and then various islands in the distance. What we're experimenting with today, just because sleeping on floors is fun, I've read that there's a cave or a couple of caves up there that you can sleep in. On my travels in Antalya, I found a small camping mat, sort of foam one, nothing special, but fit in my bag, just the main thing. And one of those paint, couldn't find a tarp, so I've got one of those paint things that you lay down before you start painting a house, basically just a big piece of plastic. So fold that up, lay that down, roll out the mat, travel pillow as pillow, and in a cave. So that's the plan. I'm cooking at the moment, but we've still got a fair bit to go, so we'll keep moving. Alright, I'm at the start of it. Starting to think this is not the greatest idea, but we'll see. There's a little part there, there's the sign, so head up there I guess and find the stuff. Looks a bit steep, but that's alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Catching a nice sunset on top of the mountains. Beautiful. And we sweep along. Get a beautiful little look at the area of Cash. Stunning. About halfway up. Doing well. Keep moving. Woo! We made it. Still a little bit of light on the right, but it's nice. Starting to go a bit pink or yada yada. I don't know, you can make it up for yourself. I've arrived in a cave. Pretty cool. I don't know if I can sleep here, but I might, just near behind that bush. There's sort of a flattish surface, but all this is a bit steep. Beautiful cave though, far out. Even if, I think there might be one nearby, I'll have to check. Maps.me, shout out again. Stitched me up at the start with the route, but you brought the goods, so it's all good. I forgive, it's all good. But yeah, back to that beautiful view. I'm sweating, a bit sweaty. Anyway, I'm going to the Lulu. I'll check back in when I set my setup up. Up. Final. Beautiful, firstly. Oh, I'm buggered. Finally made it to this cave. Not a whole lot to it, but there's stuff on the floor. Oh, never been so happy to find a cave, I think, ever. But fuck me dead, that's a good view. Right, I'm gonna roll out my stuff and show you what it looks like. The shirt's drenched. I was sick of wearing it stuck to my skin. That's drenched, so let them dry. This could be a contender for the most rogue thing that I've ever put myself through. We call this minimalist camping, so just to help the planet, you don't need all the frills. It's not all frills camping. Let's just say that. So let's begin. It's hot. It's very hot, so no need for a blanket, but we've got this shit that's basically bin bag that's meant to protect floors from paint. That's sort of meant to keep the creepy crawlies off. And then we've got the mat that's about yay big, and then we've got my pillow, travel pillow. I don't know how that's gonna go. I've got faith. I'm way too tired to even try and not sleep. There's a little bee getting around here, that's a bit annoying, but that's right. Yeah, everything's all good. I wouldn't mind having a little bit more water. I've only got about half a bottle left, but it's all downhill tomorrow anyway, so I won't be doing any more trekking. Straight down to the beach, checking into our hostel, swim, wash. We'll wash before swim probably, something. Get like 3 bottles of Coke, probably, something. Get some soft drink, because that was a workout. Shit's fucking, yeah, anyway, I'm a bit crazy, so I'm gonna chill out now, get ready for bed, and I'm gonna make my way back down in the morning, and then I'm gonna enjoy cash the way that tourists enjoy it. By drinking too much, mostly Coke, or soft drink I'd say, might have a beer or two. Swimming, I might get some fish and chips, why not? Earned it. Good morning. Got through the night. On the king's bed. Yeah, that was a bit rough, but got the job done.